now watching Love and Chit Chat with your host, Kamal Imani. Peace, this is Kamal Imani with Love and Chit Chat. We are here with my man, King Atterberry. He is a world-renowned poet and book author. We will get into his information later, but we want to delve into the relationship talk right about now. All right. So, what's up, King? How you doing?
How you doing, brother? I'm good, man. Thank you for the invitation to the platform. You know what I mean?
You're welcome,
So,
brother.
hey.
Yeah. So, well, let's start with: are you single, married? What's going on?
Let's just say, I've been dating for a little bit. I'm seeing someone. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
And how's the dating world nowadays? Because I've been married, so I ain't been out there running around. So I don't know. Some people say it's complicated out there.
Yeah, it's complicated out there. You know what I mean? So I think there's many degrees of separation. You know, everybody's looking for something. But the key question is, what is that something?
Exactly.
What are you looking for? What are your expectations? Do you have expectations on the drive? Or you just walking and talking and holding hands and just having a good time until the creator sends you in that direction? This is the perfect fit. You know what I mean? Or somebody just have expectations like, look, he out there getting it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna be good if I hook up with him. You know what I'm saying? Or he's saying, yo, if I hook up with her, yo, she got bad loot. You know that back in the day, yo, she getting paper. You know what I'm saying? So you know, be steady on the grind. You know what I'm saying? Be easy on the walk. You know what I'm saying? The path is clear. There can be obstacles out there, but you just got to know how to move and groove. You know what I'm saying? Be a good navigator. That's what I say. Be a good navigator.
Do you find that a lot of people nowadays, they're like unsure of what they really want? I'll put it this way. When they first start dating, you know, everything is all good. They dating for those reasons, physical reasons, material reasons, and all of that. But then when the obstacles come, they fall apart.
That can happen. Me, myself, personally, I choose to be honest. You know what I mean? Like, I have no expectations. I've thrown that out there. So I'm just walking and talking. You know what I mean? But I'm giving that mutual respect as if we're tight in. You know what I mean? You never know what God has planned. So, you know, I'm gonna be respectful. I ain't out there like chit-chatting with this chick, yo. I'm saying it's me and you talking. You know what I'm saying? We have that communication, that respect for one another. You know, so I'm always lay that on the table. I told about my spiritual beliefs, what I believe in, and how I am. So if it starts seeming like I'm a little odd a little bit, I'm in a zone. The one thing I did say, when I'm in the creative process of either my poetry or my books and stuff like that, I'm kind of on some loner type thing because you know I start resonating on a different frequency and vibe. You know what I'm saying? So excuse me, you know what I mean? But I'm not distant from you, but I'm just in the zone.
Right.
And if you can respect that, oh, we Gucci.
Yeah.
We Gucci. You know what I mean?
My wife knows people like, I'm a monk. I could be a monk, man. I go hibernate somewhere. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know, I try to allow that part of me to be observed. And I'm like, yo, check it out. Or, you know, well, like I said, let the woman know, you know what I'm saying? Let my lady know, like, look, this is where I'm at. She know I'm into meditations. I'm into a lot of spiritual acceptance and whatnot. So I shine, you know what I'm saying, in a different way. You know what I mean? So, hey, so that's where it's at.
You've been blessed to find ladies that respect that.
Excuse me?
You've been blessed to find ladies that respect that, your spirituality.
Facts.
Well, that's good. That's really good because, like, I mean, I guess because I'm watching shows, you know, on YouTube and loving hip hop, and so I can't watch that too much, that kind of stuff. But, yeah, but it just seems like it's so materialistic, and I'm like,
it is.
to relationships, spirituality, as far as I'm concerned, and communication, like you were speaking on earlier off on record. So, did you speak on the importance of communication?
I beg your pardon?
Can you speak on the importance of communication?
Yes, I do. And having that communication is key. And like I tell them, whatever is key is chi. Because chi is energy. You know what I'm saying? So when you have that energy within yourself, everything is key to the idealism of the communication between you and I and you. You know what I mean? I'll give you, for instance, I had a lady friend. She came to visit. So she wanted to watch some horror movies. I said, I don't really be watching those no more. You know what I mean? It messes with my spirit. You know what I'm saying? Spirit doesn't allow me to walk down that street of entertainment. And she was like, oh, it don't bother. I said, all right, well, something light. You know what I'm saying? Because I was like, watch comedy, some action, drama, something like that. So, something a couple could do, whatever. So watched it, right? So I had to go to work that night. Usually I meditate in the shower and I meditate when I get out. I couldn't meditate. That was the worst feeling in the world. She was like, oh, get over yourself. When I said like that bothered, I was ready to tell her pack her stuff and roll out. She was like, is it that serious? I said, yeah, it is. I said, I meditate every day throughout the day. And when I can't, I had to wait till I got to work, clear off my energy space. And then I was able to meditate. I told her the next day, I was like, yo, I got home in the morning. I said, don't ever say that to me. I said, how disrespectful. She was like, you can't meditate and that makes a big deal about it? I said, this is who I am. You already know that.
Right.
I said, I can't. I said, if you want to watch that, you can watch it here. I'll go upstairs. Or you go upstairs and I'll stay downstairs. Either way. So let's just say she has never come back down to Cape May again. Yeah. Because if you don't believe in what my beliefs is and you take it as a joke, like I'm not barking on you about whatever you believe in or don't believe in. Right. But no, this is who I am. You know what I mean? I believe in manifestation. Right. So yeah.
So that comes down to respect, right? Like
exactly.
Yeah, well, like I find that a lot of people have to respect each other, meaning like, people have their own agenda, they have their own expectations. So a female's expectations of you might be like, yo, we're gonna go out, we're gonna have fun, we're gonna go on vacation, blah, 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 blah. But when you say something like, yeah, but I need my time for meditation. Like, what? Now that's not respect. To look again, like you're supposed to look again and say, oh, this is what he's into. Let me give him respect. And I think even brothers are like that too, with sisters like, yo, I just want to do this tonight. Or she's like, well, I got to study for my test or whatever. And he's like, what? Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But it's not even long meditations I do. I got better at it, at meditating over the years. 10, 15 minute tops. And I'm right there with the sun, moon, and the stars. You know what I'm saying? I'm out there, disciplined and everything. Things go over the top of my head, all that nonsense and negativity. I'll just be looking like, So,
Exactly.
Even when it comes to some of these women.
Right.
They want to talk and stuff like that and want to get at your boy or whatever. And, they like, oh, he ain't looking at me, but he looking at her. Because it's something about your spirit. You know what I'm saying? You carry a certain vibe in you that's not alive. You know what I'm saying? It lacks a soul. You know what I mean? Right. So others, they might see me give them a hug and, hey, Joel, what's going on? I'm like, yo, I'm chilling and what I'll laugh and shit like that. And they probably go, why he ain't laughing and hugging me? It's something about your spirit. And I can't embody that along with me. I can't embrace that. You know what I mean? So, it is what it is. You know what I mean? But I'm cool though. I'm cool out here in these streets though. I just feel like communication is key. You know what I'm saying? Having respect and you gotta love the love.
Yeah, like I was at this job and female was really, wearing some provocative clothing and stuff, and it, like I'm like saying to myself, sister, that gives off a vibe of desperation to
Yeah,
brothers,
facts.
and I think that could be a turn off. Like the only
Uh-huh.
brother that really wants you is a brother that is feeling some kind of way at the time,
Yeah,
physically, you know what I mean, hormonally, you know.
right.
But you know, I'm like, if you thought that a brother like myself was checking you out, but then the sister who they might call the shea butter sister, but if she's a true, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She's a true shea butter sister. You know what I mean? And she's truly into her meditation and her God,
Uh-huh.
her crystals, and her ancestors. And that vibration, like you said, comes off. Like I think that's better, and I think she's more attractive. And
Right.
like back in the day, I think the understanding of someone that was wearing 3/4 or not showing her stuff off full
Right.
was that she knew, like, you got to check me from my mind first.
Uh-huh.
You got to check me from my heart,
Right.
and then we could talk and get into the other things. And I think that's missing. What do you think about that?
It is missing. And right now, I'm in my God body state,
Mm.
mentally and physically. You know what I mean? So they can't say anything to me that don't make no sense. And if it whatever don't make sense, then it's not comprehensible. You know what I'm saying? Understood. Then I gotta put the wings on my back and fly. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? Fly
Right.
away, fly high. You know what I
Right.
mean? So they go, oh Joe, I don't understand. Well, listen, let's do the knowledge on this. Let's break down some understanding. Let's see where the wisdom comes in at.
Mm.
Let's talk about it. Ain't much to talk about it. If you giving up too much attitude, it
Mm-hmm.
might be time to say goodbye. You know
Yes.
what I mean? Like I said, I'm in my God body state right
Mm-hmm.
now. So if it don't make sense, you got to go. I
Mm.
ain't gonna look. I'm not even gonna be like, well, look, maybe we could talk or this.
Mm.
No, there's none of that.
Mm.
I'm a king,
Right.
and I'm gonna be that.
Mm-hmm. And you
I'm not
laid
looking
down.
down,
Yeah, go
huh?
ahead. Go ahead. And I said you laid down the line from the beginning when you first
Yeah,
said.
I'm a king. Supposed to be a queen. Supposed to
Mm-hmm.
be right there, communicate
Right.
with each other. Supposed to be knowledge, wisdom, and understanding.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Now, for those that don't know, I'm not 5%, but I am in a God body state of mind.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm from Harlem, New York.
There
I
you
mean,
go.
I've learned a lot. I've lived a lot. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? More power on that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But a queen's supposed to conduct herself as a queen. You know, too many queens is out there listening to these other women or men, and they're losing themselves. Why would you need to dress provocative just to get attention? I see everything moving.
Right.
I just feel like this. I mean, if this was the back in the day, I'd be like, ooh, shorty, you got a fatty. You know what I mean? But
Right.
nah, like I said, I'm in my present state. It's like, I don't say nothing. I just look. They be like, hey, Joel. And they be looking at me with those like lustrous eyes and shit. I'm like,
Right.
oh, my sister, you ain't got to do all that.
Mm-mm.
Just be you. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
Like, we good out here. But,
Mm-hmm.
but like I said, it goes back to what I said before. Sometimes you can be very candor with a person. Like I said, some people give me a hug. Hey, how you doing, Joel? I'm like, I'm good, sis. I'm like, yo, what's going on with you? All right, cool. Somebody else might see me right afterwards. Oh, hey, Joel, you finally came back off your days off. Another hug, kiss. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean? And people like, oh, you do a lot of hugging and kissing at work. It's not like that. You know what I mean? It's just right there on the wheel. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean?
Right. And you
But
said that you're not 5%, but the way I see it, in my opinion, is spiritually. I think very few people really are enlightened. So I consider you 5% that way, and myself as well. You know
no,
what I
you're
mean?
absolutely right. I'm very enlightened. I am fully awoke, fully awake. You know what I
Right.
mean? I'm not out here like some of these smojos
Mm-hmm.
sleepwalking. You know what I
Right.
mean? I've been fully awake since 2017.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I
What woke
mean?
you up?
Huh?
What woke you up?
I had a car crash, a
Ooh.
hydroplane.
Oh.
Once that happened, I was reading books by the Yogananda.
Right.
I read Gary Zukav, but
Mm-hmm.
I read Gary Zukav first.
Okay.
Then the Yogananda.
Mm-hmm.
I read 3 chapters every night before I went to sleep. Zoned out. I did three books in 1 year. I was shocked because that same day of the crash, I put my book out. No, my daughter was like, Dad, she said, you should just put that out. Went to work, got on the computer, just put it out. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Ever since then, every year has been a cornerstone in my life. And I'm here. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, in my full God body state of mind. No, nobody could chip me off.
Right.
I'll see it before it comes.
Right.
You know.
So if you meet a young lady and she's not on your level, but she has potential, you give her a chance.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's good.
If you carrying the vibes of a future queen, but you already a queen. We all gotta grow.
Right.
You could be a young king or you could be an older king. You know what I mean? So if you carrying the true essence of a Black woman, or just say a woman with those queen, you know what I'm saying, sensuals within yourself, we're right there. I ain't gonna judge you. Because if I didn't see something special in you, why would I be trying to rock with you?
Right.
Ain't about your looks, ain't about your physical. It's about your internal. Be intellectual, you know, within yourself. Each one teach one. We can always be right there with each other. True. Now, not to throw it out there, but the day it becomes a hot spot, and I think you know what I mean by a hot spot, meaning anguish, anger, bad, disturbance of spirit, of peace, of mind. Got to go.
Right. Right.
There's always more queens out there waiting to be inside of that spot or slot. You know what I mean? But
yeah, go ahead.
But you walk the way you walk. You know, like I said, there's no expectation on the table. I don't expect you to be this way. You respect yourself and be who you are. You know what I mean? Sometimes things can be together and sometimes they can just be like this. You know what I mean? I'd rather things be like this instead of like this. You know what I mean? So yeah.
Do you agree with, well, is your philosophy more patriarchal, matriarchal, or a combination in a relationship?
I'm more like a navigator. You know what I mean? I use my spirit as a compass to move my vessel the way it needs to be moved. You know what I'm saying? Through the insight of intuition and mind. You know, I feel like this is something that we're gonna do together. Let's plan it out. You know what I mean? See how that go. Work around the schedule. Time and space. That's what it is. Time and space. Like I said, I'm a navigator. Sometimes I might do things on the fly. You know what I mean? That's just spirit. You know what I mean? That's the creator sending you to, you know what I always say? I think I said it on the show. the post office general is the creator.
Okay.
He sends you that download, you open up the envelope, and this is the letter from the creator. But you feel it through an essence on that, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, this is what you need to do. This is how you need to go about life. When you ain't getting no mail from the post office general, you lost. You walking around deaf, dumb, and blind. You know what I mean? So how you gonna be deaf, dumb, and blind and have a woman sitting next to you and what are you, a blind mouse or something like that? Like you walking with a cane? Even a blind man has common sense because he's using all his other senses. He's not pitying himself. You know what I mean? So I look at the analogy of different things, the way I carry myself into relationships and how I carry myself in life. You know what I mean? So I love the beautiful queen. You know what I mean? I love the love. You know what I mean? I ain't trying to sound like brother love. I'm just saying I love the love. You know what I mean? You gotta have that care and compassion. You know what I mean? That's key.
You seem like, like you would be the perfect catch for these women out here. But what I see is like a lot of the women, they don't think like they need a man like a man like you that's spiritual. They don't think that that's the approach for them to have, and that's like it makes me kind of upset, like sad, like because their approach is so wrong. I see the approach with the fake hair and the long nails,
Yeah,
tight pants,
right, my brother, right.
and the attitude, and like a brother like this could be sitting right there waiting, and y'all gonna just mess it all up because you're like you said, you're not being yourself. And hopefully maybe a movement will start just by brothers like yourself showing like, yeah, this type of man exists and you can just be yourself and everything can be bliss.
All natural. You know what I mean? Like, yo, I don't hype myself up. I don't blend on kudoses and stuff. I'm just me. I just make things happen the way they need be through the higher power. You know what I mean? If it's that time, it's that time. It's the fourth quarter. I knew I had to get busy. It's fourth quarter again. That's what I told myself. Yo, baby, it's the fourth quarter again, baby. It's time to make some magic. And I made it. If I throw it out there and say it's gonna be done, it's gonna be done. You know what I mean? I don't care what's going on. I could be in a whatever, but it's gonna happen. Honestly. You know
what advice do you have for a woman to be able to keep a man?
Just be yourself. Be all natural, baby. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I love a woman that share the characteristics of my mother. Not being her, but natural beauty. Be yourself. You don't need all that. Teach his own, but you don't need the extensions and all that other stuff, big nails and all that other type stuff. But to each his own. Some people like that. But me, I like all natural. I like me a nice Nubian woman.
That's right.
So I'm just saying, you never know what curveball God gonna throw you in the world. Woof. I mean, and you knock it out the park. You know what I'm saying? Reggie Jackson style. You know what I mean? So if one is not for you, there might be another that come along. And just be that match on that. Who knows?
And what advice do you have for brothers so that they can get a woman and keep her?
Brothers, I'm saying, just take that woman right there that's in your heart, mind, and soul. Have that communication. See what is ideal within, the talks of life. You know what I mean? Have that intellectual love for one another. So therefore, it's not about the physical. Get the mental first. You get the mental first, you walk your way into the physical.
Right.
You walk your way into the physical first, the mental come along, and it's like, well, then I wound up slipping out through the cracks and crevices of the world. You know what I mean? But you might be able to get both. You know what I mean? So just do you, be you, and you know what I'm saying, make everything prosper the way it need be. But the intellect is most important.
And we were speaking off record before. I don't know how much you want to comment on that, but about other people coming around that not necessarily need to be influential.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now here you go. You might have friends, you might have family. Happy for you. Oh my God, like yo, y'all made it. You know what I mean? Y'all there. But then you're doing these certain things as a couple. They don't know what sacrifice you're making, what she's making. And for instance, you might go out to eat. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just throw myself out there. You go out to eat, having dinner, lunch, or whatever. People see you around town. It might be twice in a week. They see you out for lunch, or dinner. Then they see you out for lunch sometimes, or back and forth. They going out a lot. He must got some bread, some big bread. No, I just work real hard on that to do me and take care of my wife, as long as we take care of one another.
Right.
That's where we at. Might be family. Damn, every time you look around, they going out to eat. Jeez. But why are you worried about grown folks? You know what I mean? So after a while, jealousy, envy, things start getting a little hazy.
Mm-hmm.
Chilling at home, you have the party, barbecue. Got everything working on the grill, got the drinks in the air. Now conversation comes up. Jeez, Joel must make a lot of money. You know what I mean? Y'all going out all the time, expensive restaurants in Cape Man. Who said it's expensive?
Right.
Like, how you know we might not grab what's the special on the bulletin board?
Right.
All you know is people go, oh, I seen your sister out with Joe. I seen this X, Y, and Z. But why are you all worried about another married couple's thing? You know what I mean? But that's how problems start. And then sometimes one or the other speak to family, and then they just chipping away at the barrier. You know what I'm saying? You held it down like it was the fortress of solitude, but then you let them slip in through the cracks and crevices of the barrier. Thinking you was doing the right thing, but don't always work out like that. You know what I mean? Yeah. You should have been a Superman instead of a super friend. You know what I mean? So that's where things can get kind of flaky, shaky. I know it did in my backyard, but you know, at the same time, that's why you just gotta pay attention, speak about things, be straight up. See, my ex, she really was like, it's whatever. Should have never let her get away with that. When it became that it's whatever, that's how you let them penetrate, right, and violate, right. Then it was too late. Yeah, you know what I mean. So I'm divorced again 2 times. Right. I know they say marriage 3 times a charm, but I'm just like, I don't believe in that magic wand. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, when the Creator bring that blessing forth to me, everything will be cool. Everything will be cool. You know what I'm saying? Right. So, but you know, I ain't speaking bad on the ex. No. We both had our indifferences, but that's what was the straw that broke the camel's back. When the infiltration came, the jealousy, the envy. You know, sometimes people want to defend their family and be like, well, they're not as bad, just that. I'm like, you just don't see it, do you? Right. And it was already too late. You know what I mean? Because if it was mine, I'd just be like this, yo, you know what? Don't speak too much on stuff. Keep that right there with us. You know what I mean? Families and friends can be that way. You know what I mean? So sometimes you might just want to keep stuff to self. You know what I mean? Not like it's a big secret, but I'm just saying, like, you never know. Some people could be there for you, and some people could not. They, as we say back in the hood, faking the funk. You know what I mean? Houdini said, what we do is just between me and you. Not so that I'm going to tell your crew. Right? That's right. One love. Word. True facts. Yeah, I learned that one too. Like, wait. Who you talking to? Like, talk to me first. Yeah. Don't talk to her. And I didn't even know that there was a problem. Like, there's a problem. Right. Work it out. When you talk to her first, that ain't gonna be good. True. And for all we know, she might be waiting and she might want to slip in. So this is a sacred union. So at some point, we could be nice to everybody, but at some point, you know, who's coming home? You and me coming home. Right. True facts. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Nah, like now we the Nebuchadnezzar, the Matrix. We in here together. We rocking together. Like, stay out. So and that's what I say, man. If it ain't a ring on it, nothing is really solidified. You know what I'm saying? It's just an application of a discovery within the moments of what is to be or what is to come or what is well done. You know what I mean? So, like I said, I'll give everybody too my Islamic attribute. Abdul Halim Salam, peaceful servant of Allah. You know what I mean? So, you know, all stage name, King Divine Atterbury. You know what I'm saying? Royal righteousness. You know what I'm saying? Legal name states what it is. So that's what I said. I'm in my God body state. Right. You know what I mean? So, you know, like I said, you can't tilt me. you know what I'm saying, tilt me or guilt me. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, relationships matter. They do, man.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, that's like being equally yoked. Like one time I was with a young lady, you know, I was Muslim, she was Christian. And that was rough. Like I know some people that do it, but
yeah.
that one was very rough because like she started putting up the Christmas tree. And I was like, what you doing? You know what I mean? It was like, what? You know, it was just certain things. And I was like,
Yeah.
it was just crazy little clashes. Like, if she really understood, you know, Christianity and brought it to a more esoteric level, then that would be different. But the exoteric, the dogma, you know what I mean? Like, we got to do this because everybody else is doing it. That's how it's raised. Nah. We'll think a little too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, being equally yoked, man, that's rough. But you know, once you get it, you got it. You know.
Yeah, but I'm gonna definitely always be honest, man. You know what I'm saying? If I'm not rocking with that, I'm not rocking with that. Like, no, that's not me. I'm sorry. Then maybe this is something that don't need to be. So I'm not gonna waste your time. You're not gonna waste my time. And I mean, we can still be cool and fly if that's where it's at. Then okay, I'm cool with that. You know what I mean? But if things is a clash between my belief system, what I believe in, and who I am, I'm not gonna let anything destroy that. Because, like I said, I am in my God body state right now, and have been for a while. So I'm not gonna throw that away for nobody. It's not, well, you know, there's sacrifices. No.
So that's the next level, ladies. The next level, y'all got to get to the God body state. I think a lot of ladies are there.
Yes.
Yeah.
If not, they can get there.
Right. Some of them, like most women are spiritual, but I think some get lonely, some get desperate, and they start doing stuff they know they shouldn't do instead of holding on for a moment.
Right. I speak to a few women that I know. I have quite a few lady friends, you know, and we share information and just speak on things. And I'm like, look, sis, I'm like, come on now. You know what I mean? You got too much to lose. Like, and it's not saying don't mess with these type dudes and this, that, and the other. I'm just saying, like, look who you are. Look yourself in the mirror and ask who you are, or tell yourself who you are.
Right.
You know what I mean? Don't let nobody destroy you.
Right.
You know, I used to tell this cat one time, I said, yo, dude, you know what? You the type of brother that you bring chicks down. You break them down. I build them up. Right. I lift them up. And not saying that she was broken and bruised and all that. No, elevation.
Yes.
To evolve. You know where we come from. You know what I'm saying? But I'm down here in this small town where a lot of cats, they like to break chicks down and all that just so they can swoop in and be like, well, you know, babe, look, this, then the other. And then to be acceptable, they get used to. That's just how he is. But he love me. No, he don't. He gonna continue to keep breaking you down. You know what I'm saying? That's why you say, oh, Joe, you a good brother. No, I'm not a good brother. I'm just a brother that know how to do good and be good out here. You messing with this clown, and just like you did, the other chick did, the other chick, he break y'all down. So, and he's not the only one. There's a lot of them out there that do that play that game. So, ladies, be careful out there for them dudes that's breaking you down. So then you making excuses for them all the time. Well, you know, he's going through something right now. What about what you going through? Don't lose yourself. You know what I'm saying? Keep yourself right where you need to be at. Strong and healthy. You know what I mean?
And the way
that's what's important.
I say that, like, ladies, like, a man should be a gift from God to you. If he ain't acting like he's a gift from God to you, or he don't see you as a gift
exactly
to him, then you gotta leave him alone. He gotta treat you like you are a gift from God. Because one thing that's not happening now is the man doesn't have to go to the parents anymore most of the time and get that permission even to date you, which is old school, but was an intelligent thing. So if he's not going to go into the parents, he need to go to God and be like, yo, this is God's child. I'm going to treat her like this is God's daughter, and I'm God's son. And if it ain't that, forget it.
Yeah, true facts, man. True facts.
You can tell us where your books are, your websites, your poetry, every night almost of the week.
Hey man, I don't even know where to take it from the top, man. I feel honored on that. Thank you. But King Atterbury, host of the Monday night show, East Side Connection, Porch Corner with Van Meadows Jr., aka Poetic, 7:30 p.m. Eastern. Monday night, 9 p.m. Eastern. Epiphany Radio Blog Talk Show with my host, Queen Simmons. It's Radio Blog Talk, King and Queen's Quarters, where we talk that talk, play some music. The vibe is alive. You can call in, just listen, or you could just call in and hit one, you know what I'm saying, and be right there. Tuesday, Poetry Corner. That is the original Poetry Corner show. 2020, we started that. We still here, thanks to everybody in the universe. 8 p.m. Eastern. I mean, your boy, King Atterbury, with my co-host, Valerie Lorraine. Now we have Thursdays, the Los Angeles crew, Poetry Corner West Side Connection.
All right.
11 p.m. at night. You know what I mean? Eastern time.
Okay.
With Ebb and Flow. Dre the Poet. So that's the Los Angeles, California. Yay, yay. You know what I mean? So I'm just happy to get that on board. And every other Thursday we do the pop-up King's Dream pop-up show. You know what I mean? We just took a little intermission. So yeah, that's what's up. And my books, they can be all found on Amazon and Lulu.
Under what name?
Various monikers. So I'm a man of many names, man. They can go to the website, man. Go to www.jwatterbury.com. That's jwatterbury.com. And you can get a link. All you need to do is click on the picture and then take you right to the website. To Amazon, to Lulu.com. You know what I mean? And also, if you click the flyer up on top, it'll take you to my King Atterbury website, which you can see the videos from to the shows. Give you the link. You know what I mean? So yeah. So I'm doing some things out, man. I feel blessed through God, man. 22 books since 2017. Wow. You know what I mean? So, you know, and I also wrote books towards women, with them in mind. Yeah. You know what I mean? The good, the bad, the uneasiness. But I love writing for women, though. You know what I'm saying? Put a smile on their face. Yeah. You know, your boy updated his skills. I can write on the fly. You know what I mean? write 8 lines of something special when I she having a bad day. She like, man, Joe, you wrote that for me? Yeah. Take a look at it. Or not even for you. I just might just write it and just like, yo, check this out. She's like, wow, that's beautiful. I'm like, thank you. So, I try to walk myself into a way of all natural things that's to come and that's to happen. So that's like you walking and you on vacation. You see a beautiful sight. You like, oh man, it's nice. Wow, we here. Same way you could be in the garden with a woman and see all these beautiful flowers and stuff. So that's how I like to present my poetry out. So somebody like, oh man, that's nice. Like that. I mean, so women, you can hit me up in the DM. We can talk about it. You know what I mean? Also, you might want to have any poets out there who want to come on the show. Let me know. Poetry Corner, Joel Washington Atterbury on Facebook. You know what I mean? All you women are welcome. Oh, the Instagram. Thank you, brother. I forgot about that. King Atterbury Inc. on Instagram. You know what I mean? So hit me up. Fellas, you want to come through, spit some poetry? Hit me up. Might be having one of these special shows. You know what I mean? Look, brother, I appreciate you inviting me onto your platform, man. You know what I mean? It's fun, man, to speak about things. You know what I mean? And the one thing I thought about too, I just thought about it. Why are so many people being over-influenced by others?
Amen.
Why? You know what I mean? And then you have some people like, oh, you think he know everything? No, I've been through a lot. You know what I mean? But you probably wouldn't really realize it, the way I conduct myself and carry myself. But, it's just like over-influence. You know what I mean? That's and, I'll... Huh?
Go ahead. No, so that's
I'll give you another draw on me. Right. My life path number is a 9. So if you know, so if you know anything about the nines, you know that's why I move the way I move in life. You know what I mean?
I think mine is an 8 because everything adds up to an 8 in my world. And Virgo and Mercury. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a 9. So basically, I'm telling my jewels and gems out there. So basically, I'm a Leo.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Sun sign. But my ascending sign is a Scorpio.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? And my moon is a Sagittarius.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like a 3-headed monster. You know what I'm saying? A triangle, still 360, still a 9. You know what I mean? Right. So that's how I move around in this world. Fire along with a little bit of water.
Ooh.
So I'm always ready for any type of smoke. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter. But I don't look at it from that angle. That's if things go sideways and you have to become a defender. You know what I mean? But when you're not becoming a defender and you living and walking as in your God body state, you can also the triangle, 360 degrees. You know what I'm saying? Separation. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I move around the way I move around. You know what I'm saying? So, I just always remain where I need to be at. You know what I mean? And like I said, walking into the mist. That's why I said fire with a little bit of water, you get smoke. But I look at it from the mist, you walk into the unknown. Don't never be afraid to walk into the unknown. Because you never know what you're gonna find when you're coming out of that in the clear spot. I told somebody one time, I'm gonna give you another example, not to hold your time.
No, you got it, brother, because you talking spiritual.
I told someone, right? Some people they be like, yo, where you be coming up with all these things? You're going across a bridge, right? Mm-hmm. This is just me. Like I said, I walk into the unknown. Easy, breezy. I don't care what happens. Mm-hmm. I'll learn a lesson from it. There's gonna be a jewel. Yeah. Okay, you cross the bridge, right? Mm-hmm. Overpass or whichever. Now, it's to the left, it's dark. You know what I mean? It's kind of gloomy, probably how it is outside now. Mm-hmm. It's kind of grayish looking, kind of, ooh, man, don't look too good. On the right side, it's all nice and sunny, bright, flowers and everything like that. But that other road over there, you're like, oh, I ain't walking over there. It's all gloomy and wet looking. And, it might be some shit going on over there. You know what I mean? Over here. Now, this where things get a little crazy. Walking into that sunlight and all that. You think, oh, that's beautiful. Oh my God, look at this. It's wonderful. Nice path or whatever. It's clean. That's where the danger might be in it. You walking over here, you taking a chance in life. You know what I'm saying? It might not even be bad, but that's what you thinking at. Some things might come from childhood or whatever, or who you interact with. It don't necessarily have to be that way. You can make it what you want it to be. Yeah. Me, I'd rather walk on that path where it's gloomy and all that. You're walking into the unknown. I never know what. Somebody could come from out of nowhere and be like, hey, bro, you lost? You need help with something? You be like, oh, he just scared. Oh, he came from out of nowhere. Of course, you're going to be like, yo, what's up? What's good? What? You be like, yo, where you trying to go to? I'm trying to get out of this whole, like, oh, all you got to do is walk. Yeah, I'll walk with you, bro. You know what I mean? Like, yo, I'll show you where it's at. Yo, actually, there's a house over there that got a phone and stuff. You walking that other path, like you walking and walking and walking. Soon you're gonna be like, oh, all the sunlight. You get blinded. That's what I'm saying. Don't get blinded by the light. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying. Never be afraid to walk into the unknown. We walk into the unknown all the time, even as a young kid. You know what I mean? We figure things out in life. You know what I mean? So that's just my path. They're like, why you won't walk into the sun? Nah, you get blinded. You know what I'm saying? You get blinded by the light too much in life. Then you walking around like, I can't really see that good. Imagine driving and it's sunny outside and the sun just coming up that way. And you're like, oh, I can't even see. I ain't got no sunglasses. You got to put the shade thing down and stuff. The visor. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying. Never be afraid to walk into the unknown. Men, women, you know what I'm saying? We got to take chances in life. That's what it's all about. Chances in life.
That's true. That should be mediocre.
Like, we living in these dark ages right now. You know what I mean? And I told the girl at work the other day, I said, yo, she said, how's it going, Joe? I said, I make my day how I want it to be.
Right.
I don't care what's going on. Oh, I know y'all working short. I don't care about that. I mean, I said, yo, I'll make my day how I want it to be. Mm-hmm. If it's all janky up in here, don't affect me. Right. You know what I mean? Right. I said, so let that be a lesson to you. Mm-hmm. Make your day how you want it to be. And then I told her, I said, oh, your spirit was looking for you. And she was like, what? And the other girl turned around. What does that mean? I said, keep walking. You ain't gonna understand this. It was a girl. She's like a special needs. Okay. But she's cool though. You know what I'm saying? I talk to her sometimes. She work in the kitchen. So I told her, I said, so what does that mean, Joel? I'm like, I said, your spirit is looking for you to shine brighter and be higher than your own self right now. Never let nobody's thoughts come into your head and mind. Do what's always right. The spirit is looking for you and searching for you. Same way it's always searching and finding me. You're going to be all right, though. She was like, thank you. And I was like, cool. I said, keep reading the poetry book I gave you one night. You know what I'm saying? Let me know about it later on. Yeah, I gave her like 2 of my books on that. She was real cool. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying. You always have to show love and become love out here in this world. Nobody's perfect, but we can show love, receive love, and always give back love. You know what I mean? Yeah. So that's what I see.
I had a few ancestors, godmothers, grandmother, and their house is full of love. Yeah. They didn't judge me. You know what I'm saying? You didn't feel judged when you walked through, you just felt love.
Right. Exactly.
They smile, they laugh, they hug you, and it's just, and that I want to be like that too. I want to be like, yo, you know, Uncle Kamal or whatever he was. Yeah. You know. Before we go, I got one question for you though.
Yes, sir.
So where did you find that Power of Hands and Yoga Nanda book after you had your tragedy? Like, did you walk into a bookstore? Did somebody give it to you? Oh. You had it already?
I was always into many degrees of spirituality. So I kind of forgot how I bumped into it. I mean, like I said, I was reading this. Oh, you know what? I was watching something on like this channel called the Gaia Network. Mm-hmm. So they talked something about like the Indian gurus and stuff like that, right? So I had seen some things, so I was just YouTubing some, and I came across it, and I was like, oh, something just told me like, yo, look into that. So I peeped it out. I downloaded it onto my Kindle, and then it was a wrap. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So then I was reading other stuff, Law of Attraction by Abraham Hicks, you know, all these other things, the Vortex, Laws of Attraction, all of that. So I'm just like still a student of the game.
Right. Many times when I was like knocked off my feet or whatever, I was down in the valley, I would go to the bookstore, Barnes and Noble, or Borders, and something would guide me to like Power My Hands Up and things like that. Thich Nhat Hanh and Celestial Prophecies. I read those books and just I feel better and like instantaneously. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's some good stuff. For the women that's watching, men too, but the women, I want y'all to know that I think the message today was it's okay to be spiritual. It's okay to be yourself, and you still will attract a man, and you still will, you know, be able to have a nice partnership. But you don't have to have the approach of being so materialistic. You can have a spiritual approach and spiritual expectations. So that wraps it up with our guest, Joe King Atterberry. And we thank you. I appreciate you, brother. And
thank you. Appreciate you too.
Popping online in no time.
All right, that's what's up. Thank you.
Namaste, peace, hotep, assalamu alaikum, shalom.
Wa alaikum salam.
Peace. Love and chit chat with your host, Kamal Imani. And there's a reality in relationships. It has to be a reality because when I was coming up, there were songs like
Love don't live here anymore. She said, you abandoned me. Love don't live here anymore. I think that was Rolls Royce. And Teddy Pendergrass said, I don't love you anymore. Oh my God. I don't love you anymore. That felt kind of good. And Gladys Knight said, neither one of us wants to be the first to say goodbye. So there can come a point where someone just loses it. The love is gone. Now, we want to come into the relationship giving our all, 110%. We have to know, though, that we are taking a risk, that our heart might get hurt one day. But we ain't going to worry about that. We're going to go by faith, and we're going to give our best. But for some people, this situation does happen. And then people start pointing fingers. One thing I'll say about that is, even the small nuances in your feelings must be communicated to one another. The other thing I will say is that if you don't pay attention, you cause tension. If you don't pay attention, you are going to cause tension. Now, you remember, when you first got together, you were paying attention. You knew every square inch of his or her body. You knew their walk, their talk, their smell, their swag. You couldn't get away from them. You couldn't get off the phone at night, right? You were paying attention. But there comes a time when people start taking people for granted. And you kind of stop paying attention. You just assume that they're all right. You just assume that their needs are met. And that is a no-no. That's a big mistake. So, the moral of the story is keep communication at a high level. Sweet communication, interpersonal communication, ask questions, ask how you doing, how you feeling, what can I do to make the situation better? And we have to know that this is about selfless love. Relationships are about selfless love. It's about serving each other. It's about a high level of client service. If we could go out in the world and give client service and give client service to our boss and our coworkers and everybody we meet out there, when we come home, we have to give the best client service because it's home. And it sounds businessy, but you know what I mean. It's unconditional love. Sometimes we have to give somebody space. Sometimes things are going to break down. Sometimes health-wise we break down. And we got to nurture them and cultivate them and help them and support them and maybe give them some space. And give ourselves some space. But make sure you're paying attention, because you shouldn't be surprised when somebody comes up one day and says, I don't love you anymore, right? You surprised? Where were you at? Sleeping on the job? How you surprised? This isn't going out to one particular person. I'm getting a lot of this. So, I know it's hard. It can bring you down. But just accept it as a learning experience. Enjoy the memories. Move forward and try not to bring the bags into the next relationship. And try to learn from your mistake for the next relationship. Don't go crazy now, but just be mindful of the other person's needs as well as your needs and communicate. That's the best we could do. But don't be hard on yourself because that person lost that love or lost that affection or attraction. It happens, especially if you're in a long relationship for a long time. it's work. We have to plan everything. You have to plan sexual relations. You have to plan finances. You have to plan vacations. You have to plan everything. And plan it so that it will benefit both of you and the children. You got to make everybody happy. So dream work makes the teamwork, right? Teamwork makes the dream work. In other words, everybody has to get involved and everybody has to balance out. Okay? All right. So pay attention. And if that person maybe got a little heavy, gained weight or lost weight, fine. What's good about them that you still like, and give them that compliment. As long as you can find something you still like, y'all can work on the rest. But, there's something you still like about him or her, let them know, and I'll gravitate towards that. They start losing everything, we got to talk. We got to talk. All right? But that's all it is, about talking. And if you could talk without being nasty or disrespectful, then you won the battle. All right? One love. Now, what did I come up with? What's the saying? What's the saying of the day, the week, the year, whatever? That is, if you don't pay attention, you're gonna cause tension. I'm Kamal Imani, author of the relationship book. Let's Bring Back the Butterflies. Available on Amazon and Lulu. See ya! I've been married 27 years, so I kind of know what I'm talking about. And I had relationships before that. There's certain things that women are leaving out on their checklist. Some men too, but let's talk about the women right now. There's certain things you're leaving out on your checklist. See, if your 6-figure man loses his job, what do? If your 6-figure or more man gets sick, or if you get sick as a nurse or a real estate agent or a doctor or a PhD, you get sick and your money starts dwindling, what do? You left out God on your checklist. You left out spirituality. You have to both be able to keep God at the center, because God will get you through and miracles will happen. But that's not on your checklist. Another thing is communication. A man who communicates well, a woman who communicates well. Communication is going to get you through everything. What if the man becomes impotent? What if you have a miscarriage or ectopic pregnancy? These are things you're not thinking about. But you will need God, you will need communication, and one more thing, humility. So put that on your checklist when you're thinking about your next man. Peace. Kamal Imani. Love and Chit Chat with your host, Kamal Imani.